G'day gamers, Ranger Tony here, back with more Skyrim with our Argonian Archer Arrows from Shadows. So, when last we left off, we had completed the Dragonborn DLC. Actually, I'm wondering if I should complete this mission first. I was going to go and do some more of the main quest line, but this sort of has me intrigued. Gearman's Hall and Sarthal. How are we doing for equipment? I think we're doing good. Oops. I might just grab say half of these. They're useful. I mean, the other thing I was thinking of doing is making a whole bunch of potions, because I've got all of that. I don't need the money, but it might be good to see if I could make some more healing potions. But I don't. The thing is, I'm not using them all that often. In fact, the final fight, some of the fights in the Dragonborn DLC were the first time I've really had to use them much at all in a long time. So, let's just have a look. That's right, there's Sarthal there. And where is... and then... oh, of course, Gearman's Hall. I knew that rang a bell. I've done that one before. So let's fast travel to Iverstead. And let's do that for something a little bit different. The guards are jumping around there. I thought something bad was happening. No. I've only done this dungeon once before, that I recall. Okay, so his axes are doing well now that they're enchanted. Adventurer here. Nothing much on him that I want.
Show them no mercy.
Where is the path? It's not here. Oh. So there's down there. That's really it. It's down the hole or nothing. Because this doesn't lead anywhere. I mean, this sort of says this direction, but there's nothing here unless there's switch or something going missing? Is there an internal map of this place? I've got to be honest. Don't really remember whether we just jumped down that hole or not. It's sort of looking that way because that's where we came in. And even though it sort of says there's something over there, it's nothing we can get to that actually goes anywhere. I'm pretty sure I did jump down this hole last time I was here, because I came to the same conclusion that there was nothing else for it. I mean, it's not a big deal because, you know, Argonian. Soul gem. Didn't want that iron mace. I might go and put that back. We'll take the steel greatsword, but we might put that iron mace back. Go. Anything else in here? Because air is not a problem for me. Nothing in those. Okay, but there is some coins there, and there's nothing in those, so that's not a problem. Yeah, there's two spiders. Liable to be more spiders. Yeah, whatever. Out? How am I out of lockpicks? I must have put them all in a chest by mistake. Okay, I don't normally like doing this, but I'm going back to this save. Well, I'm outside of the dungeon, going to go and get my lockpicks back, because that's just ridiculous. What have I done with them? I must have put them in my for sale chest. Just a sec. No, can we just... I want that gold. No. Where's the... How do I get rid of it? To drag it back into here? I think I do. There we go. Okay, sorry. I was just fiddling with something on my streaming dashboard. Okay, let's get our lockpicks back. That is incredibly embarrassing. Let's just make sure that this lock activated. I always like to grab that. Now, the most likely place is right here. No. There is no lockpicks in there. Did I sell them? I couldn't have sold them. Surely. No lockpicks there? There's nothing in that strong box. Why am I even keeping those two? I'm going to sell them. They're not in with the gold. That's an empty wardrobe. They're not in there. There they are. Wow, that was weird. Thought I was going to have to go and shop around to try and buy a whole bunch of lockpicks. Button that. Let's go this way, it's quicker. Where are we going again? That's right, Iverstead. Couldn't remember if that was one that gave a quest or not. My great sword this time, it can stay there, excuse me. Thank you. That one. Yes. Just a bowl. Okay. G'day, is it Oxy? That'll do. Yeah, I didn't mean to put that away. Potion of healing. Don't want the armor or the shield. There's nothing. Just trying to see if that web needs to be broken apart. It doesn't. There we go. Yeah, probably just more spiders right behind us. Oh, that's right. There's a trap on that. Don't want that. Okay, so we've got bird and dolphin, or bird and whale, whale and snake. So let's go bird.
Come on, come on! I'm going to put you down!
You're doing good, Raj, but you're getting in my way. No, there's one more. There it is.
Did you hear yourself
Okay. So what did we say? Bird, whale, whale, snake. So bird, whale.
I'll bet some of these are fast refreshing. I hope
they're not. Picking up the bone meal. Yep. Yeah, I've got those trapped. Bird, whale, whale. Snake. Is that going to work? Nope. So, let's try whale, bird, snake, whale. G'day, Ezane. My Saturday was good, thanks. My Sunday has been pretty good too. It's almost over.
Looks like these are filled with treasure. Of course, they're filled with trash.
Let's go. Okay. So this one will be bird. And that's whales. I think we've got that one on that side there as well, so that's right. And then these ones need to be whale and snake, which I think they are. No, whale. And that one's snake. Let's try that. There we go. Right, so it was a side thing. Each side is set up a certain way. Thank you. Bobcat Nation, thanks for the follow. Okay. So we've got him. What else we got? No more baddies down here. Potion. What else I feel like I'm going to take from here? Oh, except a bag of coins there. Although money at this point is irrelevant. I have way more than I ever need. Where am I hearing? Oh, that's right. There's someone up there, isn't there? Nothing I need there. Don't know if I can shoot him. Right.
Is someone there? There you are.
Mage. And get his key, and get his epitaph. Volume's a bit quiet. Let me move the mic a bit closer. Is that any better? And I'll try and speak up a touch as well. Yeah. I don't think I need to take that. I'm going to leave that there. I don't think I want to jump over there. I think I can get around to there without having to do someone who's probably going to come around that corner here. Maybe not. Maybe I've got to go and find them. No? Oh. Didn't even notice it was a skeever. Still pretty quiet. Okay. I don't like setting my mic volume too high, and I haven't changed it in ages. So hopefully... Yeah, I always try and make sure the game isn't too loud as well, so I might just drop the game volume down a handful of decibels. Nothing there that I want. I'll take that, and I'll take the Orcish Battle Axe. Ooh. Petty Soul Gem. So where does this go? I think this dead ends, if I remember rightly, and there's nothing in that urn. And potion there. We're all good. And nothing here. I hear someone. Might even be you. Oh. You're very lucky I didn't end up putting that arrow through you. I'm so tempted to just tell you to go home, Doraj, because I don't feel like I need you. Oh, ebony sword, take that. Not that I really have anything to do with it. Where was it there? That's the one we want. Okay. And then there's another lever there. Okay. I also tend to be a little bit quiet when I'm sneaking as well. Oh, good. They set off that trap. Isn't that nice of them? 14 gold. Blessed gem. Let's just... No, I was hoping there was something down here, but obviously not. And nothing to turn off the traps. This would be a nice place to put the lever to turn off the trap. I could have just used the Become Ethereal shout, but should have. But what's a little bit of damage? Minor slice from the axe. Okay, nothing there to worry about. Check your angles, kiddies. Oh, this fight. Actually, this should be fun with the bound bow. Come on. Where are you going to be? Gotcha. Who's next? Let's try this one this time. Nope, that wasn't you. And... ready? Oh, no, that was it! I killed him! Wow! That was quick. 2 shots and he was dead. I've never had it that easy. And that's the amulet fragment. And Golda's black bow. 66 damage. I don't need the ancient Nord arrows. Or the writ of sealing, I don't feel. I don't need to sneak anymore either. Wow, I can't believe I killed him that quick. That was just absolutely amazing. Although I think I'm level 30. I think the last time I came into this mission I was probably less than half that. So yeah. That was probably why it was so much harder last time. Words and philosophy. Why would Lady Bennock's words and philosophy be two-handed progress? I think I said this last time I played this mission. It stumped me then and it stumps me now. Makes absolutely no sense. I'll take some pearls or whatever that stuff was. I wasn't really paying a huge amount of attention. And sure, I'll take all of that. I don't necessarily want the steel shield because it's a steel shield. I'm also not sure I really want to be here yet because I didn't search the rest of that area. I think if you actually read the book, I think she was a lady who. Let's actually have a look because I did pick up the book. So words and philosophy. Former master of the Valenwood Fighters Club and head of the Emperor's personal guard. Yeah. So she's called Lady because she was obviously a very important, she was a knight probably, and so rather than being Sir, she was Lady. Okay, so double checked, there was nothing here, but had to double check it, just in case. We got everything off him we wanted, didn't we? We did. Okay, then onward. And I guess words and philosophy was just, some of her sayings and her philosophy of being a head of the Fighters Guild and what she did with it. It just, when you see words of words and philosophy, and you see Lady so and so, you think of some, lady who teaches etiquette and stuff like that, and then suddenly she's also teaching how to use a two-handed sword, and it seems weird. And we're back out to where we jumped down the hole, so let's not jump down the hole again. Right, we've done this. So the other one is up here. Have I even been? I haven't been there yet. Wow. But I have been to Journeyman's Nook. Even though I've only just recently dressed you up in that armour, enchanted all that armour, enchanted a bow and 2 axes for you. See you later. I don't think I need you. You're gonna slowly walk back to Riverwood, and I am gonna go all the way up to here. And then I think what I'll do is oh, horsey, I forgot I had you around. Which way are we going? We are there, so let's head roughly west until we meet the road. Which will just be up here on the ridgeline. And yeah. Oh. Who wants me dead now? Because seriously, the only people that wanted me dead previously, I don't know. This just feels wrong getting back on the horse because I don't have my bow out when I'm on the horse. But I've got my horse with me. I could have grabbed Dawnbreaker, my sword, out while I did all that. I think I also saw a wolf up that way, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. Which means, yeah, oh god, a wolf and a bear? No, that's not what I said. Oh, great. Oh, fine. I am doing terrible with this. I was just about to go for my potions. Okay. Anywho. Oh, go all the way back there. We're going to do this again. We're going to go here again, and we're going to ignore our horse. I don't like horses in... Actually, I don't like horses in any games, really. Because fighting from horseback just seems so cumbersome. I've never been able to get a hold of it. I'm just trying to think of all the games where... I mean, it's not a huge number, but just there have been several games where there has been a mechanic to ride a horse, and I've never found trying to handle combat on the back of a horse useful. So that looks like the assassin again. Maybe not this time. Maybe it's somebody else. Oh, it's Marik the Liar, or whatever his name is, the Liar. Heard some fan theory that might be Akatosh, or one of the divines. Oh man, look at that. I don't know how close that got. Didn't feel like it was as close as I would have liked. That was. Okay. I'm just going to come here into town. Whoops, get back on the road. Not that it matters, really, but, you know. I just want to head into town here so that I've got this marked on my map for fast travel later. I've started thinking ahead to what games I want to play next. We talked about it in end of the stream last night, and I really don't know. There's so many choices. So I have Oblivion that I can play. I also have Morrowind, but Morrowind's not going to work well streaming because the screen resolution is so much smaller. And I don't like playing it windowed, or the game doesn't like running windowed. It prefers to run full screen. So I've got problems there. But I do like Oblivion. I've mucked around with Morrowind a little bit, and part of the thing that bugs me in Morrowind is the fact, where am I going? I do want to go, actually, to go to Sarthal I want to go there, but I also have never done this shrine before, but I feel like that's another Daedric quest, and I don't know if I want to do that, so let's take this one. But hang on, is there a different road to that? Looks like that was a better road. Is there a road west out of there? Divinity. I have played Divinity Original Sin 1, and I played that for a week or two on stream, and then Baldur's Gate 3 came out, and I played it, and basically I've come to the realization that I don't like Larian Studios games, because they make their games super hard, I guess is the way to put it. I'm not sort of, I don't know how well to put it, but like Baldur's Gate 3, and the same with Divinity Original Sin 1. I haven't played any of Divinity Original Sin 2, so it might be different, but I doubt it, because if Divinity Original Sin 1, and then a gap which was made, 10 years or more ago, and then Baldur's Gate 3, which has just been made, if they both, because they're using essentially the same engine, Baldur's Gate 3 essentially has the Larian engine that they used for the engine that they used for Divinity. I figured if both the first and the last of the games in that lot have the same feature whereby the game is just out to screw you all of the time. It is just unending. The game is unending torment, in my opinion. And that may just be that I don't like their style. There's something about their style of games. I don't know what it is, but every fight that you get into, all the odds are, like every single fight, the odds are supremely stacked against you. Like, I don't know, it just seemed like every single fight in Baldur's Gate 3, you were outnumbered, like ridiculously outnumbered, and then there was, you were either, well, not always ridiculously outnumbered, but you were often outnumbered. You were often facing multiple enemies that were higher level than you were and who had abilities that you don't have. And I remember the same stuff happening to me in Divinity Original Sin 1 as well. And it just seemed like the game is unending torment and pain to play. So that is the reason why I haven't touched Divinity Original Sin 2, because Divinity Original Sin 1 followed by Baldur's Gate 3 very much put me off those games. Now, I saw a video today that pointed out 20 games that are like Skyrim. It was made last year, this video was, and a lot of the games are fairly old, and one of them that it pointed out was Divinity 2. Not Divinity Original Sin 2, but Divinity 2, which came out before Divinity Original Sin 1. And while Divinity Original Sin games are party-based, turn-based RPGs, Divinity 2, at least, was more like this, you know, first or third person, single player type situation. What? I need a key? How do I get the key? I don't remember there having to get a key to get in here. Who are you? Do you have a key? No, you're just an afflicted refugee. Do I have to do part of the quest line for the college to get this key? I think. So yeah, I heard that this game Divinity 2 existed. I mean, I had heard of it before, but it's made by Larian Studios as well. And so it was a case of, I've actually put that on my wish list, only because it's more like this sort of thing than Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2, and so I'm therefore hopeful that it might not be so much of a we're going to kill you sort of out to be a complete bastard sort of game. Don't know. Let me just have a look. So I've got to find some way to get to Sarthal, which means I think I've got to do that the main quest line for Winterhold to get access to Sarthal, and I don't want to do that. So I might give up this quest line, I think, for now, anyway. So yeah, I mean, I very much like this, you know, the sort of game that Divinity Original Sin and Original Sin 2 are. You know, that is in my wheelhouse. If you've seen a lot of the stuff that I've played before I started playing Skyrim, it is a lot of that sort of thing. Very much enjoy it, but I did not enjoy my time really playing either Divinity Original Sin or Divinity or Baldur's Gate 3. Like, I understand there's new content out for Baldur's Gate 3. Not interested in the slightest in doing it. Have no real interest in playing any more of that game. Unless I hear that there's been a major rebalancing of the gameplay in it. Just seriously not interested. Like, you know, the game limited you to only be able to get to a certain level. So you were only able to get to, I think, level 4, and you were consistently being attacked by opponents that were level 5 or higher. And that gave them abilities that you just could not get because you were limited to level 4. Now, I'm sure that when the final game comes out, it won't have those limitations in it. 100% positive. But just anything like that in a game where it limits you like that, and just as I said, so many of the fights in Baldur's Gate 3 were just, you're ridiculously outnumbered or outclassed by your opponents, and you've got to find some way, and it's really just the luck of the dice that gets you through it. and I never find that appealing in a game. That's not the way that you make a game challenging and fun, in my opinion. I don't remember. Let's see, is that out on the water? That looks like Isgramor, a statue of Isgramor. Maybe you do have to go and do that when you get Isgramor's axe. Anyway, enough of this. I don't want to go, and if I can't get into Sarthal now, I'm not going to go into Sarthal at all. Let's come back to Riverwood. Cannot fast travel when there are enemies nearby. I don't see any living enemies nearby. I mean, there was that afflicted refugee over there that I didn't touch. There's a goat way up there that may be being chased by a wolf, but I don't see the wolf. I don't see any dragons. I don't see any frost trolls. And there's nothing on my mini-map. No, I don't think it's even the fact that they should have done more work on Baldur's Gate before going into early access. I feel it's more, that's just the way Larian Studios builds their games, right? Because, you know, I felt the same playing Divinity Original Sin. I felt like every time I went into combat in that game as well, the game was out to screw me over. So I've never felt that it was... I never felt that Baldur's Gate 3 wasn't ready for early access. To me, it felt like this is the way Larian Studios builds their games. So, yeah, so I've looked at a bunch of games, actually, from this list. I've got The Witcher 3 as well, and I've actually even considered getting Witcher 2 to play. As I said, I've got Oblivion that I'm considering. That's probably the next one that's right on my list. Except for Enderall, which is the standalone module in Skyrim, which builds a brand new world, completely new story, nothing to do with Tamriel. And I am interested in playing that, but I think before that I probably want to go and play Oblivion. So I'm thinking Oblivion may be my next thing. And I think part of it, one of the things that I don't like about Skyrim so much is that you are the... And I've heard this talked about in other videos where people have talked about games. In Skyrim, you are the hero. You were born to be this hero. That is who you are. You are the person who is going to save the world. And while that is sometimes enjoyable, it also, I feel, limits your character a lot. Like I've said before on streams and videos that I cannot play evil characters, right? I have no interest in it. It doesn't appeal to me. And I don't like games that... I don't understand how people can build games that let you go down that path. And in particular, here you are the Dragonborn, right? You have that ability to stop Anduin from destroying the world. If you're going to play the game as an evil character, then why would you stop Anduin from destroying the world? Why wouldn't you help him? And the game actually, as far as I can see, doesn't give you a way to help Alduin. So you can't... You're forced to be a hero a bit in this game anyway. But that's not what I don't really like about it. I don't like the fact that you because you are the hero, it seems to put limits on it. Like, for example, I've said this lots of times as well, For me, in this game, it feels like you should be playing a Nord character. Because, yes, technically, if you believe all of this, Alduin is the World Eater, and if you don't stop him, not just Skyrim, but all of Tamriel and Nirn as a whole will be destroyed. That is Alduin's purpose, is to destroy the entire world. So if you don't do that, the world is destroyed. But so much of this game really feels like it wants you to be a Nord. And even the way people react to you a lot of the times, it feels like they're talking to a Nord. It doesn't feel like they expect you to be an Argonian, a Khajiit. In particular, the beast races, it definitely doesn't feel like that. But then in a lot of cases, it doesn't feel like you can play as elves or anything else. You know, Bretons, Imperials, none of that. It just doesn't feel right. What I like, even though I know to a degree, I haven't played it before, but I know enough about the storyline of Oblivion to know that while you are a hero in what you do, you are not the hero that will save the world. And I find that a nice, interesting thing to do, to have in a game. But what I'm really wanting these days, like Pathfinder Kingmaker is the game that made my YouTube channel big. Well, big for me anyway. I know it's not big compared to other people, but I've got over 200, I think, Pathfinder Kingmaker videos. My most popular videos on my channel by far are some of my Pathfinder Kingmaker build videos and things like that. Will I be playing Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous? Probably not. Because after the hundreds and hundreds of hours that I've put into Pathfinder Kingmaker, I haven't completed the main quest, the main story. I've done Varnhold's Lot. I've played through that DLC and played through that mission 3 or 4 times. Absolutely love it. And while I haven't got all the way through Beneath the Stolen Land DLC, definitely preferred it to the main game. The main game did not appeal to me because not because you get to become a baron or a king or whatever, but when they give you that and it puts you into this kingdom management thing, it breaks up the flow of the story, and you are forced to walk away from the main storyline for hours and hours and hours of gameplay before you can get back into the main storyline and finish it. And that is what has stopped me from finishing that story, because I don't like that. If I want to take a break from the main storyline, like I have here in this playthrough, I want it to be my choice. I don't want the game to force me to. I want it to be my choice. Exactly. You like the parts of Oblivion that you are a side character. Well, you're not really a side character. You are definitely a main character, but you aren't the person that's going to save the world, as I said. But yeah, so Pathfinder Kingmaker, the fact that you are forced to take a break from the main storyline and there's nothing you can do about it, bugs the hell out of me. And I just feel Wrath of the Righteous, because the new thing they've brought in there is that you are going to be managing armies and commanding armies to do stuff. And I'm like, that's not what I want in this game. You know? Unless the storyline is much more linear and I'm able to do it at my pace and continue on if I want to, or take a break. Like, I don't have a problem with side quests in games as long as you can choose when to do them, like you can in Skyrim, and there's no penalty for leaving a side quest for as long as you want, or leaving the main quest for as long as you want and then coming back. Pathfinder Kingmaker forced you not to leave it forced you to leave the main quest when it chose for you to leave the main quest, it forces you to say, there's nothing more to do in the main quest line now for X amount of time, and you're just going to have to do other stuff. And when we're ready, we'll bring it back and you can continue on. And I didn't like that. So, quite frankly, if Owlcat Games wanted to give me a copy of the game, either now in beta or once it's fully released, I don't care, I would play it and I would give an honest review of it, and I would probably do some build videos and stuff like that. But I'm not sure I would enjoy the new game, because the main campaign on the original Pathfinder Kingmaker, as much as I loved that game, I was never able to finish that main campaign because it just bugged me to hell that once you've got your kingdom, you sort of have to wait for a while before the next big thing happens. So yeah, I've been looking at lots of games. There was a couple of others that were brought up in this video that were really quite interesting as well. I'm trying to think what they were. There was one of them that actually looked interesting because it sort of said to you, it didn't really give much information about the main quest line. It said it was an open world RPG, and there was really no information about whether there was really a main story or not. And that sort of intrigued me a little bit. And the problem with that, though, is that, you know, the first sort of real open world type game that I got hooked on, I guess, maybe not, but I guess it's probably Ark Survival Involved. And while I loved that game, and I probably won't play it much anymore because there is no real end to it. It's the same with 7 Days to Die. I do enjoy 7 Days to Die, but there's no end to it. At the moment, anyway. So let's continue on with the main game, the main storyline here. But I think the next game I'm going to play will be Oblivion, but I'm looking for RPGs that are going to grab my attention. I'm looking for ones, and so Dragon Age, the 3 Dragon Age games are a little bit interesting to me, although the latest one, Dragon Age Inquisition, sort of threw me off a little bit when I see that a large part of what you're doing is you have a war room, which just reminds me of Pathfinder Kingmaker, and you have all these missions that come up and you have to send operatives off on the missions and stuff, and I'm sitting there going, I'm not sure I really want to do that. That doesn't really appeal to me all that much. So I don't know whether I want to go down that path. Maybe I should go for the earliest Dragon Age game, in Dragon Age Origins first, and see if I like that. I don't know.
Sounds good. Be careful.
Yeah, I don't need any more from her. And I don't need any of the gear from her either. I've got everything I need. Yeah, so I'm thinking Dragon Age Origins maybe. I'm thinking, I wish I could remember what these other games were. I could shut down this game and I could find the list of them, but I can't remember what they are right now. Because I added them all to my Steam. Oh, actually, I think I can see this on my phone. Hang on a sec. Can I see what's in my... Yeah, what is that doing? Item from my wish list is on sale. It wants me to sign in. Just give me the bit one. Just give me that. And then yes. There we go. Very good. Do I have my wish list here? Store wish list. There we go. Let's have a look. So yeah, I'm thinking about Witcher 2, Dragon Age Origins, Divinity 2, Middle Earth, the Middle Earth games. I have thought about that before. I don't know. I don't know how well I would, like, when I was younger I was a huge Tolkien fan, and I know, I was even saying yesterday that my whole thing about Rangers and the way I like them, I think in a way is partly due to the fact that it's almost a throwaway sort of thing in the books about the fact that the Rangers were just always there in the background, never seen, but protecting the lands from all of the bad guys basically. And I've always liked that idea of a ranger who is just, living out in the wilds and protects the people, whether you're living in the wilds completely and just protecting a valley or a certain amount of area from any of the monsters and bandits and such, or whether you're living in a village and you're keeping that village safe from bandits and monsters and such. I've always felt like that is the sort of thing that I want to do in a game. If there was an open world RPG where you could do whatever you wanted, and I could go out and stake a claim on a bit of land that was, just on the borders of the civilized territories, and be out there and protect the various farmers and villages from the raids of monsters and bandits and stuff like that, I would do it, and that would be all that I do in the game. I just sit there and every day go out hunting, looking for bandits and monsters and stuff like that, and maybe coming into town occasionally and selling some furs and all that type of stuff. That I would play that. I don't know how long I would play it for, and you could sort of do that in Skyrim, but because a lot of stuff doesn't respawn as often as I feel it would need to, I couldn't just, there was a mod that I had for one of the archery or hunting overhaul things, which gave you a cabin up in the hills up here somewhere. There's a cabin up here, and it gave you access to that cabin. You could live in it, and I did that a couple of months back when I was playing this game, and I could just sit there and I could protect most of Falkreath area. I could just wander around this area looking for bandits, looking for wandering monsters, wolves, bears, dragons, you name it, and just protect them all. And then if the game occasionally, if there was a large group of monsters that was too much for you, you could come back into town, you could hire a couple of townsmen to come with you, and you'd go out and you'd take care of them, and then you'd come back, sort of thing. To me, that would be the sort of game that I could play. It would be more of a casual thing, and I wouldn't necessarily do it all day long every day. I probably couldn't play that for months on end, because it would feel a little bit like 7 Days to Die type of thing or something, or Ark Survival Evolved, where there's no end game really. But it would be enjoyable, and it would fulfill that that ranger sort of character that I like to play. But what I was saying was that the Middle Earth games, I feel like some of the stuff that's happening in those games, I've sort of looked into them a little bit a couple of years ago, and I just sort of went, I don't know if they really fit into the Tolkien universe properly, or what I sort of remember of the Tolkien universe. And I'm no Tolkien scholar or anything like that, but I don't know, the Middle Earth Shadows of Mordor and Shadows of War, I don't know, I feel like I'd have to sort of almost pretend that they weren't actually part of Middle-earth and it was something different, and see if I could accept the games that way. What else was I looking at? Oh, I think this was the one that I was talking about that was just sort of this open world thing. It's called, was it Outward? Was that the one? Yeah. I think it was a game called Outward, which is just this open world RPG. You can play as multiple different types of characters, and I don't know that there's really a quest line or anything like that. It's just a whole bunch of little things that are randomly generated that you can do in there. So I may look at that at some point. It's had some pretty positive reviews. And then there's another one called Kingdoms of Amalur. That one looked interesting as well. Anyway, let's continue on with this main storyline.
Really? Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment to the embassy. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you. Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy. I've gotta go. I'll find you the part.
That. I doubt very much that I will need that, but anyway, the vegetable soups and the venison stew, and that's all I need. And I am naked again. I keep forgetting to pack clothes with me when I take on this mission. Outward is difficult, eh? Okay. And it's interesting, there was another game on the list which I actually own and I've played a little bit, called Two Worlds, I think it is. Or Two Worlds 2. Let me see, I've got it in my... Where's my list of games? My library. Yeah, Two Worlds, the game is called. And I've got the Two Worlds Epic Edition. And this person was recommending that game. Quite frankly, I think that game is just as bad as Pathfinder Kingmaker in a way. Because... you have... You don't. I was hoping you had a shirt and some pants I could buy. Oh, actually, what am I talking about? There's a tailor in here. I don't need to. What's going to give me some stuff anyway. This Two Worlds. Yeah, it's really clunky. And the problem I've got is you start the game and it puts you on the quest line. Right? And you start doing... And there's one little thing that you do in the starting village, and then you're done on that quest line until you can get halfway across the map. And it just feels like I've played and played and played for like hours, and I feel like I can't, because as the further out you get from that starting point in the game, the harder things get. And so it feels like you've got to put in like you do this first tiny little mission and you kill this one baddie or whatever it is, and then the next thing that you can do, just to find out a little bit more information about where your sister is so far away on the map, and even putting like 20 or more hours in feels like you're not ready to go and do that next thing. And it's just like, how many side quests do I have to do to level up enough to continue the main quest line? Like, the one thing I like about this Skyrim is the fact that you don't have to do any side quests if you don't want to. You can just play through the main quest line from start to finish, and you'll finish the game. You'll be about, you know, somewhere from level 12 to 15 or something like that when you finish. If you didn't want to do any of those side quests, they're not a problem in the world. But in Two Worlds, you got no choice. You have to do side quests because you've just got no other options. There's nothing else to do because you just can't get to the next parts of the map. So yeah, I mean, I might even play it a little bit on stream at one point if I can get back into it. But yeah, I mean, the game and some of the mechanics in it I liked. It seemed so slow to get anywhere because I just felt like I had to keep doing stuff forever just around the starting game and do all of these little missions and stuff just to get powerful enough to go and do the next little bit in the main mission. And that's not something that I really like all that much. Anyway, let's head on in. That's right, they're not side quests at that point, they are main quests. So yeah, the time I spent playing Two Worlds was enjoyable enough, but it just felt like I wasn't getting anywhere.
I don't believe we've met. I am Ellen, the Falmore ambassador to Skyrim, and you are?
I am Arrows from Shadows, and I am here to kill you. Well, maybe not you, but...
Ah, yes. I remember your name in the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim?
It's just that these run out of the outlaw line.
Of course, I told you before not to bother with such trifles.
Yes, that's it.
My apologies. We'll have to get back to things later. Please, enjoy yourself.
Oh, I shall.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and get you on your way. Let's hope you both live through this day.
Oh yeah, I want a drink.
Here you go, sir. Finest Colovian red. Is there anything else I can get for you?
Nope. Here you go, my friend.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink? Ah, pardon, friend. I see you stand. Allow me to introduce myself. Raza, imports and exports by trade. Nature by application. Ah, one generous soul amongst the gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittle. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call. Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend. Is that all? My friend, you are my person. You could say that causing scenes is someone's specialty. Stand back and behold my handiwork. Yes, what do you mean? Of course. So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me. But yes, the feeling ill. Leave the poor rest.
We want that on, we want that on. And all of this. Oops. And that, and that, and that. And quite frankly, oh man, can't get rid of them from my inventory.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't.
Man, it feels good to be one-shotting those guys. Last time I came and did this, it would take multiple hits to take them down. G'day, St. Salvius, how you doing? I just got detected by somebody. Take the elven sword, though. Take that. That's about it, I think. Is there anything in here that I desperately need? Fine clothes. Things are going good, thank you. Ooh, wooden sword. Definitely need a wooden sword. Oh, and another one. I am doing so... I can dual wield now. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just being a little bit silly at the moment. No, we're going well. We're doing the Thalmor Embassy mission. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm searching for at the moment. I think I'm just trying to loot the place and see if they have the requisite number of the cake and the diamond books. So that was one. Let's see how many others we can find. I don't want any of that. Take some gold. I mean, there's lots of fine clothes and stuff, but I'm really just looking for gems, gold, cake and the diamond, and potions. I really don't even know why I want potions either, frankly. I've got plenty. It's more out of habit than anything else. No, that's Dwarven history. Come on, where's the next copy of Cake and the Diamond? I'm getting disappointed. There should be more than this. Uncommon tastes. There's actually nothing special about... Well, I don't know if there's anything special about Cake and the Diamond. I'm being a little bit silly because I have noticed in the past that book appears prominently in pretty well everywhere. If there's a dungeon or a building that you have to go to, there will be at least one copy of that but there is often multiple copies of it. And like if I get through here and there's not a second copy somewhere in just this building itself, that will be extremely rare. Like I'm used to there being 2 or 3 copies of that in this, but in every building in the game. It just seems like that's something that's just in every part of this game. There are multiple copies of that book. So the fact that there's only been 1 copy in this little building, in this building here at the moment, is actually a little strange. I just do not have a key to get into that. Aha. Thalmor hooded robes. Hang on, I didn't search that cupboard there. There's gold. There's a couple more potions. Again, I don't really know why I'm taking them. Mead barrel. No more books. Disappointing. Okay. I can't remember if you're meant to be able to go through this door or not. Anyway. Is that another candlestick I can take? Very nice. They're worth a little pretty penny or 2. Take that. More Thalmor boots and gloves. And I need to be sneaking here. So I might as well... Ah. I thought that was somebody there. I guess not. That was. Oh. And that is. And that is. It says on. Oh. Wow. I didn't even know I could shoot at those guys. And that they could shoot at me. I've never been attacked from that side of the fence before. Oh, where are you? Oh, there he is. That'll do. Can't see these guys, so it's you there. Come on. Great, I don't have those hotkeyed anymore. Got you. Okay. So hopefully that's the end of all of those guys now. Leave the rest. There was one down here. Oh no, that was that one. That's right, and there was one over there. I don't know that I really want any of that. I mean, some of the elven armor is quite good money. I just don't want to be carrying it all, that's all. Because I don't need money. I'm well enough off. I've got to stop. Where is he? Oh. Boom, 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 boom. You gonna come out? I love that he can get that close to me and not even see me. Wonderful. Okay. So, last building was woefully deficient in the cake and the diamond. Let's see how this one does. 1, the cake and the diamond. Very good. That's a good start. You... taking any of that really, but you do need to go down eventually. Ooh, soul gem, elven dagger, key, eminent destruction, fear. I'll take the robes as well. So, what do we got? Potion of health. Nothing in there. What else have we got? Got a chest. Bunch of keys. Lost Legends. Thief of Virtue. Really expected there to be. I suppose there is upstairs as well. Let's go upstairs. Have I searched you yet? I have not. A couple of gold on you. Don't recall if there was ever anybody upstairs. Gold there. Let's go this way first. Wolf Queen, Spirit of Noon. Some more potions. What's in the safe? Just take it all. Thank you very much. And the wardrobe. Some more gold. I don't carry cash anymore. I haven't for, gee, a number of years now. At least 5 years, if not longer. But even when I did, I never had just random money in everywhere, you know, cupboards and all over the place. I don't understand it. Do not understand it at all, how you can just have a house where you've got gold stashed everywhere. I'm going to read that because that gives us a quest, I think. Yeah. Which I may or may not do. I think I've done it before. So it's not entirely new. Potion of regeneration. I rarely use potions of regeneration. Although, you know, that's what the vegetable soup and the venison stew are, really. Cake and the Diamond. There's book number 2. We are still a little light. I think I've come in here before and found like 5 or 6 copies of it. So I do feel we're a touch light. So I've done everything upstairs. Let's go back down and go down into the actual... Actually, I think before we go and do the rest of this, I'm going to take a quick break, get a drink, and we'll come back and we'll finish this up. Hang on. Yeah, definitely. If there was just one place where all the gold was, one chest or one strong box somewhere with all the gold in it, or even just in each person's room they had just one location where they kept all of their gold, that would make sense. And I mean, who has a wardrobe outside of their dungeon with 2 pairs of fine boots, a fine hat, and 9 gold? I don't quite get it. Can you please come back to a position where I can shoot you? Oh, thank you. Okay. There's another area over there. It's in the dresser, nothing that I want. Okay, I know I need to help that guy in the cell, but we're getting there. I just want to make sure I've covered every angle and got rid of every baddie. Does this go out to Skyrim or is this another room? That's back up to the other level. Let's just get that potion going. Okay, let's get this guy out. Was there another door? No, there wasn't. Okay. No, I didn't want pickpockets.
I told you, I don't know anything else about it.
I'm not here to torture you.
What? Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. Must be somewhere.
A bit shaky on your feet there, mate. Hope you're going to be alright. I'm just waiting here to make sure you get down there in case we get attacked. I don't remember whether we do or not. Okay. It requires a key? I thought I had the key. There's no key on him. I can't remember where I had to get the key. It's not in there. There's no keys, there's no drawers in that. He didn't have the key. We killed this guy. He didn't have the key. We've already got everything out of that chest. There's no key up on this table and there's no drawers there. no keys there. Nothing in that water. That's the way we went in last time. Upstairs. Hang on. There's no keys. I don't remember there being any keys around here, but let's just have a quick look. Obviously missed this last time. So I don't see keys there. There's an iron dagger there, but no keys. Okay. And you don't have a key. So if it's anywhere, it'll be up here in one of these rooms. There's no keys there. Nothing there. There's nothing in there. The safe is now empty. The sack only has apples in it. There's nothing there. The wardrobe doesn't have anything in it. This wardrobe has fine boots in it. That end table doesn't have it. There's nothing there. There's nothing in the chest at the end of the bed. Nothing on there. That end table doesn't have it. That wardrobe doesn't have it. That cupboard doesn't have it. Nothing there. Okay. There's nothing in there. Nothing in there. Nothing there. Cake and the diamond. Nothing else. Wardrobe. Nothing. Okay, I'm at a loss. What have I done wrong? Supposedly there's another key. Wasn't under that shield. I don't expect it to be in any of these barrels. That would be stupid. There's nothing in the basket. I feel like every other time I've come down here, you just kill the guards and one of the guards has the key. Or it's in like a chest. Or a barrel or something. Yeah, I thought I looted all the bodies outside. Maybe I didn't.
saw guards dragging bodies over here. Might be a way out. No problem. Thanks for springing me. I owe you. Look me up in Riften if you make it out.
Yeah, I'm going to have to check outside for another body because there's no keys here. Chest is empty. I would have thought it would have been on a body in here somewhere. I mean, there should just be a hook. Put the key on the hook. Just in case. Maybe I missed something inside the embassy as well, is the other thing. So there were all these guys that I killed but didn't really come and search. At least I thought I killed some guys out here. I don't know where they are, but... all this snow now. Oh no, that's right, it was guys over there. Can I even get out there? Like, don't tell me that it's one of the bodies out there that's got the key that I need. Some gold there. A gold. Can't pass that up. So you don't have a key. And I feel like the only place here that there will be a key will be upstairs. But we'll have a look in here again. What have we got? Gold there. There's no key under the fine clothes. There's no keys in there. I don't see anything hanging up in here. Yeah, I don't know if I can get to those bodies in the other yard without, like, leaving the embassy type of thing. I don't know. So there's nothing there. There's nothing much here. Some lavender there. This is really annoying because I've never had this problem before, trying to do this. Like, this has never been a problem. There's nothing in that. It's over here. Diamond, did I search that cupboard? Or wooden plate, this one. Wooden plate and some charcoal. And this just takes me back out to Skyrim. Maybe this is the area where all those other bodies are. You got nothing. So that's what, no, it's over there where those guys were. And I don't know how I can get out there. Or if I even can. So this is the ambassador's place. I would have thought the key was in here. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like it should be in here. What? Let's have a look. Oh. Well, it does say that you're supposed to read these. But that shouldn't stop me from finding the key. Okay. Ah, okay.
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately.
Okay. I had to read the notes to get this part to fire off. That's what I hadn't done. Ooh, another elven mace. Oh, and 3 gold. And a steel thing that I didn't really mean to take. What did you have in the way of... No, that's right. So now we've got the right key. Okay, so now we can continue on. There we go. Where is it? I can hear it. God damn it. Wonderful. Take it all. Grab that. Take all of that. This way, eh? Oh. Where are we going? No? What did I miss? Where's the exit? Oh, there. Come on, get... There we go. Oh. Argonian. Arrows from Shadows is my name. Argonian Archer is my game. Oh, you're kidding me. Come on then. We want to do that. Thank you. How did he die? Did I one-shot him? I didn't even see that. Did I one-shot him? Hang on, I'm just going to watch the playback here. Did I one-shot him? I did, with a sneak attack. I one-shot a dragon with a sneak attack. I didn't even notice that. I was too busy trying to get my dragon aspect on. I one-shot a dragon. And there's another one. What the hell? Where is he? Well, he obviously doesn't know I'm here. Where the hell am I? That's right, I'm all the way up there. And I need to go back to Riverwood, I think. Yes, I do. I find the bound bow is very effective. I'm aware that soon, because I'm level 30 at the moment, I'm expecting that before too long, if I can find a Daedric bow and upgrade it, it will do more damage than the bound bow. Because technically, the bound bow is a summoned Daedric bow and Daedric arrows. If I could find those, or any bow and arrow combination that is better than Daedric, which I don't think the dragon bow and arrows are. If I remember rightly, I think the Daedric is still better than the dragon bow. Let's just have a quick look. So damage wise, no, the dragon bone bow is technically better than the Daedric bow. So the Dragonbone bow and Carlia's bow are both better, and the only thing better than Daedric arrows are Dragonbone arrows. So if I can get the Dragonbone bow, which I sort of doubt I can because I really haven't been putting enough points into smithing, but if I could, then I would be able to produce a bow. Because I'd be able to upgrade it, I'd be able to produce something better than the bound bow. But because I've got the bound bow and I've got the Mystic Binding, which makes the bound bow do even more damage. And then technically I've got Soul Stealer and Oblivion Binding, which allows me to soul trap on targets and to banish summoned creatures with the bound bow. Technically that makes the bound bow better than anything I can get right now at level 30. I believe by about level 50, maybe a bit before that, I would be in a situation where the Daedric bow could be upgraded and enchanted to be better than the Daedric bow, the bound bow. Well, it's not my first rodeo. No, I'm not. You know, I haven't played thousands and thousands of hours. I've played a few hundred hours in the game. But I watch a lot of videos and read a lot of wikis and all that sort of stuff, so I know a bit about what's going on.
Protect yourself or deal some damage.
What have you got? Anything interesting? Excuse me. No, you got nothing interesting. So what I want to sell is that. Actually, I might want to break that down. Let's get rid of these. Oh my god, this is the first time I've been here in the middle of the night and these guys have had the Riverwood Trader open.
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasure.
Lingering stat, I want that. Thanks for the follow, Josh. Okay, that's why they're open so much sometimes. I've got to keep those. Get rid of that. Oop, no, none of those. No. Those two. That'll do. Let's get out of here. I have found the bound bow to be more effective than a regular bow. With the regular bow, with regular bows, I've just had troubles at times getting, I don't know, getting enough damage done.
Out alive. But you're safe in my room. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure?
I don't know why it's difficult to find good chill RPG players, because that's just me, and that's what I thought most RPG people were, but I guess not.
Yes, Mark? It's a long
But I'm glad that everyone finds me a good chill RPG player, because that's what I'm going for.
crazy old figures the Valmor would be on the trail if they were trying to find out what's going on with the rest.
Hey DSX, how you doing? Ah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I've seen that. I remember years ago watching, flicking through channels on or streams on Twitch. And yeah, just seeing some people just sitting there playing the game and not saying anything and not doing anything. And, you know, some of them were, you know, sitting there with, you know, looked like they hadn't, well, maybe not quite hadn't bathed for a week, but, you know, they looked like they were just sort of sprawled out, half sprawled out on the couch, playing their game, just sort of there. And I just went, why do you even have the camera on, dude, if you know, not that I'm the, you know, I don't know. You're right. It is weird to have people just sitting there playing the game, not saying anything, not talking about what they're thinking and doing and all that sort of stuff. I wouldn't be on here if I was just playing the game without saying anything. It makes no sense to me. So yeah.
Follow me down to the ramp. You better get your wrist in. Talk to Brynja. He's welcome. Good start. Oh, and when you find him, if you think I'm perfect, you may have some trouble here.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm going for. Bringing you along on my adventure, letting you know what I'm thinking, what I'm planning, how I'm doing things, why I'm doing things, and then all the little weird things that I find that don't make sense, I point out, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so who cares about all that? I've done all that stuff before. We're going to do this. Okay. Apparently my gear is in the chest. Oh, look at all that. I didn't even miss it all. So much stuff I could have sold. Okay, there's a problem here. Delphine, you don't have a copy of The Cake and the Diamond. I'm going to have to get you one because this room is not complete without a copy of The Cake and the Diamond. I don't know how the developers missed putting a copy in this room, but I don't see one. I'll be right back with a copy for you. Or maybe it's up here. What, is that it? No, Fall from Glory? Come on. You mean to tell me there's not a single copy of Cake and the Diamond? I'm willing to put money that there will be a copy if there's another book in here somewhere. Okay, that's a There Be Dragons. That's a really yeah. That's a bit of an Easter egg there, because you've got to know that there's going to be a copy of a book about dragons in a tavern run by an ex-blade. Clothes, nothing in there. Come on. No more books out here. I really wouldn't expect there to be, but that's kind of disappointing. Hang on. No. Looks like I've got to get them a copy of Cake and the Dragon because they don't have one. Anyway, enough of me being silly about my obsession with the Cake and the Dragon. But see, Sinnoh, you've got one little thing wrong there. I agree with you totally, except for the fact that I don't consider my audience here to support me. My audience is here just to join me. Support makes it sound like I'm expecting cheers and all that stuff from my audience. I'm not. No. So Cake and the Dragon is not my favourite book. In fact, I rarely actually read the books in the game. But what I have found, when I do go and look and see what books are in a location, I was saying this just before, I have found that the one book that always seems to crop up anywhere I go looking is The Cake and the Dragon. And usually there will be more than one copy. I can pick a random dungeon out here in the middle of nowhere and go through that dungeon. Why does Eustengrav not say it's completed? Not say it's cleared? You know, you could pick a random dungeon out here in the middle of nowhere and go through it. If it has any books in it that aren't just ruined or blackened or burnt books, then you can pretty much guarantee, or it seems to me anyway, I always find at least one, and often more than one copy of the Cake and the Diamond. Sorry, Cake and the Diamond it is, not Cake and the Dragon. Cake and the Diamond. And I don't know why it is. It just, whether it's pure random numbers, but even, you know, there are, I think there's probably, I don't even know where I'm going at the moment. I need to go to Riften. You know, there's probably a couple of hundred books in this game. And so it just seems strange to me that any time I go somewhere to explore and there are books, out of all of the books that could be in that location randomly, I saw you coming. Out of all of the books that could be in that location that I see randomly, for some weird reason, there's always at least one, and quite often two or more copies of the Cake and the Diamond in any given location. What is the time? 7:26 a.m. Okay, it says you have to go and talk to Brynolf, but you don't have to talk to him to do this. I'm just going to go straight down to the underground here, I think. Actually, I do want to sell a bunch of junk, don't I? Do I have anything else to sell to you? I've got enough money that I can do that occasionally. You... Well, I was trying to sell stuff to you, but you don't seem to be willing to sell yet. Now, I know it's 7:30 in the morning and most shops aren't open yet. Oh, damn it, I've got that mod enabled so I can't see what the titles of the books are. I was going to try and point out that...
My husband Bercy will be the dead. All the Bercy's
I'm not interested. None of these shops are technically open yet. Okay, he'll be open now. But I've probably got to wait for him to talk to do... There we go. Oh, the list of mods I'm using is probably longer than I can remember. The main ones that I'm running are... There's a group of mods that are adding more Argonians and Khajiit into the game. Just general people as well as followers. And they also add an Argonian House that you can get, and a Khajiit House, which is actually a wagon. And I've done both of those. If you want to see them, I can show them to you. And I've got a bunch of other ones that do things, including giving me backpacks and cloaks and stuff like that. Hang on, let me just get rid of all this junk that I don't want to keep. We might do that actually. We might head home and I'll show you the house. Just because I like showing it off. Just let me sell this stuff. I've got all of this bandolier, and then these pouches that go around your waist. That's one of the mods that I've got that give you all of those that you can smith up. And that's quite useful, just giving me a bunch more carrying capacity, because I hate games that you've got to go back and forth all the time because you just can't carry enough stuff. So that's why my carrying capacity is 775, if you noticed. I don't want that. All that. Let's do that, because I'm not on the clock here, so we'll go back home, and then we can always come back here later. So what I'll do is I'll show you the Khajiit house first. So this is the first tower that you kill a dragon at, right? And you've got that, what's it called? Fort Greymore over there. So you may be familiar that there was a broken down house just over here. So what the mod that I've got does is the chest that's underneath the floorboards of this house, just in here, you go in there and you get a quest to fix up the Wainwright's house, which is this place here. All right. This is the Wainwright's house, but as part of that, you have to make, you might have just sneakily seen this. You make a wagon that you can actually hitch the horse to and then ride the wagon around, and you can put, I don't know why it's rolling at the moment, but you can, once you're, you can store stuff in it, and you can also take the canopy down if you don't want it. But you can put your bedroll in there and sleep in there as well if you want. So that can be your home if you're a Khajiit. The wagon is terrible to ride. I've thought of, for laughs, trying to ride it up to High Hrothgar and see how it goes, but I know that it would probably fall down the mountain trying to ride it up to High Hrothgar, because it is terrible. Alright, so what you do is you bring your horse close to it and then you get off. Alright, and then you can hitch your horse, and so your horse is now hitched up, and then you get on the wagon. Now, the first thing you'll notice is my terrible eye line. Once I zoom out and come around, you can see that my eyes were basically right between where my feet currently are. So if you go in first person, see where my eyes are coming back to my foot level, and I'm looking so low on the horse there. So it's really hard. Oh, it's great for role-playing, yes, but it is really hard to keep control of. And because the wagon sort of follows the horse, it is a little bit hard to steer. And I mean, it can go over rough terrain and stuff, but it's not the best sort of driving experience, the way the wagon bounces around and stuff. So, you know, I don't really recommend it as a way to get around. I rode it so I rode the wagon with the horse from here along the road to Markarth. My goal my goal was, because there's another little mission when you first build this house. You don't actually fix it up very much at all. There's still no front door. There's a hole in the back wall, and there's just a bed inside, and that's it. But you put out this smelter and all of this stuff so that you can use these to make the things you need to make the wagon. And in fact, this Wainwright's Forge has one special item you cannot make anywhere else, and that's the cart spring. And so you start off with one of those in the chest inside, and you need to make 3 more to be able to make the wagon. But you don't get the house fixed up until you visit each of the towns that have the cart outside for fast travel. And my plan was to do that on the wagon. So I drove the wagon back here to Whiterun Stables, and then I brought the wagon all the way over here to Markarth. I was planning to drive it all the way over here to Solitude, because there's the Solitude Stables there, and then I was going to drive it all the way over to Windhelm for the stables, and then bring it all the way down to Riften. I got as far as about here, I think, around here somewhere, and got attacked and my horse got killed, so I had to fast travel on foot back to Whiterun, buy another horse, costing me another 1,000 gold, ride the horse all the way back to here, because there was nowhere I could fast travel, so I had to ride it all the way back to here, hitch it up to the wagon, and then keep coming all the way up to here. And it was a nightmare to keep control of the horse, and every time you got attacked you had to jump off quickly, take care of everything, and having the bound bow meant that I had to cast the bow to get it out to kill anything. It was a nightmare, but eventually we got to Markarth, and I said, that's it. I am not moving. The wagon was going to stay at Markarth, but then I relented, and next episode I drove it back here, and I've left it here ever since. So that's the first new house that was brought in. And oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to unhitch you. Oh, no, don't go there. Unhitch. There we go. Very good. Now, the other house is just here. And this is an Argonian house. And the reason it's an Argonian house is, so you may recognize this location, there's a little underwater, like dragon tomb type thing there. We're just, you got Riverwood here, you got the Guardian Stones here, you've got that little hunter camp on the water just over there behind those trees. There's a dungeon just over here somewhere that I haven't actually done yet. Yeah, it's marked up on the HUD just over there. But if you come into the water, because you're an Argonian, you can swim. You can come down here, and there is a door. And normally you just open that up, and I can't remember what's in there, but there's not much that you can do. But when you've got this mod, you come in here, and it opens up into this place. Now, initially, this place is just full of rock and rubble that you have to dig out. And then, using the workbench, you can build it up into this, which is, you've got your open dining area as your entryway, with some cupboards and stuff, and a fireplace, and a little display case, and a little anvil and chest. And in fact, I think I will, is it that one? Yeah, let's get a bit of light going. So that's your entry room. Off to the east here is your kitchen. We have a cook pot, lots of stuff lying around, but lots of barrels to store stuff in, and a wardrobe. And I've got a barrel here full of the stuff that I use for food, which reminds me I should put that away, and that away, and we'll sell the stuff later. You've got an oven for making any of the stuff that you need an oven for, so you can make all of that stuff if that's your thing, if you like doing that, which I really don't. So then straight on from the lounge area sort of thing is the bedroom. Your double bed. It's got 2 beds for the kids, if you get any. One there and one there. There's no bed for a follower. That's the only thing. The kids have chests of their own, couple of wardrobes, and then some bookcases here, which all of my books are falling out of. So to the east here then we've got our enchanting and trophy room. And just excuse me while I put away some more filled soul gems. Right. And a couple of armor mannequins. There we go. And then the other side is the alchemy room, and you've got a hist log here that you can use to give you the hist blessing, which just regenerates health quicker. And then over back here, rather than on the opposite side of where the kitchen goes, you've got this little dog leg which brings you into your smithy, and you've got everything you need in here, plus another small weapon rack that you can use. And then the other thing that you've got, which I tried to hide, is if we come back in here, so this is the bedroom, we come back into the alchemy room, there's a hidden door right here in the wall that you can keep hidden. I've got to wait for it to finish. There we go. And this is the back door that is useful if you have followers, children, or companion, or wives, or whatever, spouses who aren't Argonian and can't breathe underwater. Then you can come out through this little hidden door here, and that's your back way out of your house. We're going to go back in though, because I want to put a couple more things away before I continue on with the mission. The sword on display. I had a few there. Which one were you talking about? I've got a ghost sword. I've got what's that other one? So in here I've got a scimitar, which I've upgraded to exquisite. That's the ghost blade, and that's the blood skull blade. And then I've got Mirax sword down there, and that's my Axe of Whiterun at the moment. And that's a mannequin of full bone mold, but with a Nordic shield. I like the Nordic shield. That's an ebony shield with Mirax full armor set on it. And then I also have in the armory, I have an ebony sword and a Nordic war axe. Yeah, that was the ghost blade, the bright blue one. What do I want to put away? Put that in there. Those, that. I might as well put that away. I've got another ebony sword. I don't know why I kept that. I'm going to sell that. I've got the 2 gold amulet fragments. I can't really get the third. Oh, let's put that. Why is this third point on the rack not working? Damn it, I wanted to put this there, but it's not working for some reason. And that's the only other armor, any other spot I've got on an armory rack. On a weapon rack, I mean. Because that's all full. And that's all full. Can I give... I can't remember if you can... Why not activate that? Can you give weapons to these? No, you can't. Okay. That's the only problem with this place. It needs a few more weapon racks in it because there's just not enough. For now, I think I'll take the sword down and put Golder's bow there instead. I'm not going to use the ebony sword, so I might as well sell it, to be honest. So that's 2 ebony swords. Can't sell those. Keep those. Oh, I want to sell those. Haggard and feathers I need to put away. Let's get rid of that. That's another key to put away. Another book to sell. How much money am I carrying? More than I need to. No, nothing I want to put in there. Did I have just those green apples? So I can't get rid of those yet. Can't get rid of that. Yeah, I can't get rid of those. Get rid of that. Can't get rid of that. Or that. The main quest line is what I'm basically working on at the moment. Okay, keys are going away here. Everything but Daphne's key. Delphine's. Why did I say Daphne? Delphine's key. It's 5:45 a.m. Yeah, that's going to be about the best I can do for now. Let's head back there. Well, the only problem with the Golder's necklace line, I started doing that just before at the start of the stream, and I went and got the second one of them, but the third one was up here at Sarthal, and you can't get into Sarthal without a key. And the only way I can think of to do that is I've got to go and do the College of Winterhold quest line, and I don't want to. So I don't know if there's any other way. Maybe I need to look. Let's have a look. Sarthal. No. So, is there a way to get in there without? Is there a quick way to get the key? Doesn't actually mention that there is... Oh, the staff of Jerick Golderson. Is that what you're talking about? Oh, okay. Let's just have a look at the notes on this mission. No, wrong one. Forbidden Legend, not Forbidden Love. There we go. Oh, I do have to do the College of Winterhold. Aha, okay. So, it looks like if I wait until the main quest line forces me to go in Elder Knowledge, well, I can get the quest, this Forbidden Legend quest. I found one of the fragments in here first, Folgontha, not there. And then I went to Garman's Hall and got the second one. So I think you can get them in any order, depending on what you do. So if I continue on with the main quest line, eventually there'll be that quest to go and find the Elder Scroll, and I have to go to the College of Winterhold to do it. And at that point, I don't have to use magic to get in. I can show them my voice and use that to get in. But I still have to do this quest to come to Sarthal anyway. So I might do that. I might wait and finish that off at that point. But yes, that's where I'm up to with that one. Back to Riften. Okay, so gonna completely ignore. Like, it wants me to talk to that guy over there, who's basically high up in the Thieves Guild, I think. I don't want to have anything to do with him, so all I'm going to do is go down and find the entrance to the Thieves Guild and just, or the underground, and just head on in. I don't have to talk to this guy at all. So if I just come in here, I think it is. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Thanks for the follow, Sinoli. I hope that's how you pronounce it. I'm terrible with names, but I'll do my best. Is this where I want to go? Yes, it is. The rat way. Come on. I didn't mean to cast the light, so I need enough magic to... There we go. Cast my bound bow. I could have done it without doing the full thing. You're dead, and so are you. Is that everyone? That appears to be everybody. Okay. Ooh, a dwarven mace. Ooh, a piece of candy. Dwarven bow, orcish arrows. Oops, I forgot the 75 gold. Definitely want that. I've got a feeling there's traps around here somewhere too, so got to be careful. Keep away from the slot buckets. I always mention that whenever I'm in any locations around here. You do have to drop down, don't you? Oh, hang on. Is there something I missed? I know I do this every time I get in here. I get a little bit turned around trying to remember if I've gone the right way or not. So I can't go down there, and I can't go down there, and that just leads me out, which I don't want to go. So I do need to just drop down. Unless, of course, there was a lever or a chain I missed somewhere. I've got a feeling there was something like that around. Somewhere. It's not here. To drop that down. I think it only drops down from the other side. So we'll just drop down. Got that there, and we've got this here. Let's go this way. I was just going to say, you'd think after the number of times I've done this that I would remember it better, but I've only really done this. Oh, I forgot to notice that trap. I didn't notice that trap. I've only really done this like 3, maybe 4 times. Boom. Right, don't need to pick anything up. I will just briefly look in here. No, it doesn't look like anything I want or need. This goes to a dead end. What's the music doing? Oh, sorry, Mr. Skeever. And then we've got that trap. That one's already done. That trap's already done. That trap. He has those gloves of the pugilist. And a ring of recuperation. And a cook pot. And some Nord mead. Ooh. And an alchemist table with some more stuff around it. Okay. I'm pretty sure I need to go up. Yes, I do. There's nothing down there. Thanks, Sinner. See you later. Nothing there. Come around here. You going to be hostile? Oh, you're a lowlife. I'm normally not that cavalier about killing these guys, but I do know that these guys are all basically just criminals down here. Not all of them, but in this first part anyway, they all pretty much are. This drops it down to the thing that we dropped down at before, so let's put that back in place so that we can get out again later. Let's just double check. Oh no, maybe this is a different... Is this not where we came in originally? Yes, it is. Very good. Okay, so we've come full circle and we've done that. It's 7 PM. Okay, so this is the Ragged Flagon. I think we can put that away now and stop sneaking. Actually, maybe we can't. I guess we'll find out in a minute. I've got a feeling I have been attacked in here before. Or it might be after I talked to the barkeep. Sorry about that.
Now get out of my face. Lots of old guys around. I don't really know how I can help. Well, when you put it that way, I think I do know the old guy you're talking about. He's holed up in the Ratway Waters. Hardly ever leaves the place. Has someone bring him food and such. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out here, he must really be off his nut.
So that's through here. Actually, I was just thinking. That's not what I was thinking of. I was thinking of this. Have I got Conjure Flame Atronach, which I haven't actually used yet. So what I might do. So one is my bound bow. I think 2 I had as Dawnbreaker. What do I have on 3? Nothing. So let's put Conjure Flame Atronach on 3. Because we might just find a use for that. Come on, where are yous? Just take it all at the moment because that's easier. Missed. Gotcha. It doesn't go anywhere. What have you got? Gold. That's about it. I don't want any torches because I'm sneaking. And you got killed by a trap. No gold, hey? Strange. Gold necklace. I'm not going to turn that down. Although, like I said earlier, I don't need the money at the moment. It's force of habit that I keep picking things up. I could go through the rest of this playthrough and not loot anything and still be perfectly fine. Although I might want a few healing potions now and then. Don't really know why I did that. It was a little bit destructive of me. But anyway. before the bow disappears. Into the final part of the Warrens we go. Thanks for Josh. Thanks for the cheer. Glad you liked seeing the mod. And by the way, if you didn't know, that voice is being voiced by... No, hang on. Was it that guy that died just recently, or was it the other one? I'm pretty sure it was Ezram. The guy who does the voice of Ezram died like a week or so ago. But yes, thank you for that, Josh. Very, very welcome. Okay.
So you finally found her, and she led you to me. And here I am, caught like a rat in a trap. Ah, I do remember. You better come in. Tell me how you found her. This will just take a moment.
Yeah, it is Max von Sydow.
Always. There we go.
Was he the guy? I can't remember. The guy who played the main guy in The Sound of Music. I'm pretty sure that was Max von Sydow. He died just recently.
Here we are. Come in. Make yourself comfortable. Now,
Come on. Where is it? You know I'm going to find it. It's...
so David keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized this one. I tried to tell her years ago.
Maybe it's not Max von Sydow I'm thinking of. Maybe it's someone else. I think the one who does Armgear's voice, maybe. Anyway.
You figured it out? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Aldrin has returned, just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time will devour as the souls of the dead. No one can escape this. Here or in the after, Aldrin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop it. I tried to tell them, they wouldn't listen.
Yeah.
It all come true.
Yeah, that was Max von Sydow, but I don't think it's the guy that I'm thinking of, though, who died just recently. I think Max von Sydow's been dead for several years now.
Yes, yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand. Oh yes, it's all been foretold. The end has begun. All great has returned. Only a dragonborn can stop it. No dragonborn has been known for seven. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us with fate as the plaything of all who in the world.
Christopher Lee, is that who it was? Yeah, okay.
You are dragon.
Yeah. So Christopher Lee, then, he does another voice in here. I think he does Arngeir. From the head of the Greybeards.
Much to discuss.
Okay, and we're looking for it. We're looking for it. There's lots of books here. It's going to be here. Where is it? There is going to be a copy of it, at least one. I can guarantee it. Fire in the Darkness, Dragon's Breath. Come on. Where is it? Candlelight. I feel like I'm missing stuff here. There's got to be. No, well, who was it recently? There was the guy who plays the father of the family in The Sound of Music. And quite frankly, I hated that movie. It was something that my parents made me, well, not made me watch, but it was one of those things when I was a little kid that was always, we were always watching. Okay, so where'd she go? Okay. Which way am I going? No, that's not where I'm going. Hey! Who the hell? Oh, you casted Esbern. Right, where the hell is the way out of here? I know when we came in, we had to come up these stairs and we came that way. I thought we came this way. Christopher Plummer. That's right. It was Christopher Plummer. And Christopher Plummer plays the voice of Arngir, is it? It was one of the characters, in at least one character in here Christopher Plummer did the voice of. Man, how long has it been since I saved? I don't know if I've saved this stream. I thought we get attacked in here as well now. Yeah, plummeted arm gear. I thought so. I did mention it in the stream, like the day after he died. I mentioned it. And I think in that playthrough I was just at the what's the name? The one where the Greybeards hold the Peace Council. Where have we gone wrong? This way. Yeah. Hang on, didn't we just come through there? That's right. Must have gone the wrong way. Through here, around here. Can we fast travel to finish this? No, that's not what I want. Oh, good, we can.
It's good to see you too. It's been too long. Well, you made it safe and sound. Good. Come on. Hold down the bar.
Yeah, sure.
Come on, Esbern. God, move on, man.
Now, I assume
Oh, indeed. Well, this changes everything, of course. No time to live. I know I have it.
Esbern, what?
Give me just... Ah, here it is. Come. Listen, right here. Sky 8. Structured around the main and Argonian Ranger during their conquest.
You know what?
This is where they built all the town stole all their equipment.
Yeah, I'm not fond of escort quests either. Thankfully we could fast travel this one.
One of the wonders of nature, its location was lost.
Can't fast travel this next bit though.
You mean you don't mean to say you haven't heard all the wall? Either?
Let's pretend. What's Algonian Hall? What's the capital of the sky?
All the wall and the ancient days recorded all the good. All part history, part prophet. Its location was something I found it. Not lost, just forgotten. The blades archives were focused. I was only able to save a few scraps.
So you think that Algonian Wall will tell us how to end the problem?
Well, yes, but no guarantee.
Skyhaven Temple it is. I knew you had something. I know the area to which the Ezra was talking about, near what's now known as Skyrim, called the River Canyon. I can meet you there, or all travel together. Your call. Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Attract less attention. Don't worry, I'll get Ezra there in 1 minute. We'll wait for you in your coastline. Good luck.
Okay. I think I'm going to leave that here for this episode. It's a little bit shorter than normal, but there's no way I'm going to finish this. And I've got work in the morning. No way I'm going to finish this within, you know, the next half an hour, hour or so. Because it's a fun little fight, this one, with lots of Forsaken and stuff like that, if I remember rightly. So, yes, I'm going to leave it here. But we will do this quest when we come back next, hopefully tomorrow, but we'll see how work goes, how I'm feeling after work. Yeah, have a great one, everyone. Have a good rest of your weekend, for those of you still on weekend mode, but it's Sunday evening for me, so I don't have much weekend left. And I will see you later. Have fun, be safe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye.